Hi, good morning, my dear friends. Once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I like to explain to how we can use our accounting software. This is a UAE VAT enabled account software. This is particularly designed for one trading company, and also this is a continuation of a previous video. In that previous video, part 1 and part 2, we explained what is the advantages of this software and how we can use the customer register section and inventory section that we already explained in the previous video. In this video, we will demonstrate how we can use this invoice register. So first we will show how we can create a new invoice. So for that purpose, we can just press this new invoice button. So it will be take to you in this window. In this window, the heading it is return customer register for new invoice. So it will, that means you are now reached to the customer register to select the customer. We have two customer, one of customer Joms 3 trading free zone. So I want to make the invoice to the Joms 3 trading free zone company. So I can type these two words of that company name, enter the customer name or ID. ID is nothing but this is 82 is the customer ID. Whenever you create a new customer, each customer will have a ID is there, and when the mobile number, this contact number, mobile number will also, we can search accordingly. I will show you 050 777. This will be shown here. So when you press this customer in this window, automatically this invoice will be created like this. Now invoice is created, and now we are reached in the invoice window. This is invoice number is 12985, customer name and date, everything is come here. If you want change the date, previous date or postponed coming date, you can select date by like this, by this drop down window, and here month also you can select, and here year also you can select. And LPO number we can add here if we have LPO number, and date also. If you have date, we can write it here. If you don't want, we can leave like this, dash is already there, or DO number 434. You can write some DO number, and TR and tax return number is already automatically come here. After changing this header of the invoice, we can submit or save button so that the changes will be saved. Now we can add item to this invoice. For adding the item to this invoice, just we can click this add new item tab. So it will be take to the inventory register to select the item. Here we can type few words of the inventory item, that is timer I want to add. So the timer will come. So here we will enter this timer, quantity 3, and price is also already coming here. In this software, whenever you make one invoice for particular item, that particular price for that particular item for that particular customer will be saved in the software forever. So the next time when you add an item to this particular customer, that particular price will be there. That means if you have a 50 different customer, maybe 50 different prices will be, can also store this software. After entering this quantity, just we can submit. So this item is already added in this invoice. After that, if we can add one more time any item, like before it was 103 was the quantity in the inventory register for that timer. 3 quantity we added, so that 3 quantity is already reduced from this inventory. So this software is also giving a inventory management system in this way. So whenever you make a sales invoice, quantity will be reduced. This part I will explain later. So Mm, this is another window, that part I will explain later. So now this case I will go for the full screen mode, so it will, the view will be more clear. So now in this time we will add this contactor or 5-number contactor, and price is also there. It is already automatically price is coming as explained in previous item. We just submit it, so the both items is now in the invoice have the serial number, item code. One item, each and every item in the inventory have a automatic code also, that is 1924 in our case, and description, quantity, unit price, tax amount. Tax amount is the amount, is actual amount with the unit price into cost, and this is the taxable amount, 5% of this amount also we have to invoice it to the customer as per the UAE tax rules. So this 18 dirhams is the 5% of 360 dirhams, and this is the total amount, tax amount plus VAT amount. So like that, the whole total amount will be displayed, total tax amount, total VAT amount, and a grand total will be shown here, and the amount is shown in the words also. Like this we can add the invoice in this, we can add the item in the invoice like this. If we want to delete the item number 1, if you due to any error you find out maybe the quantity is different or price you want to change, then you can delete like this, so that item number 1 will be deleted, and the below item will take the serial number 1. And again you can add that item by using this button with the correct unit, correct quantity, and price. That's it. So now we already seen how we can create a new invoice, how we can edit the invoice, how we can add item to the invoice. All these things we already seen. For now, how we can print this invoice. For that purpose, whenever you are in this in the print invoice window, here is one print option is available here. Click on that, then it will be take you to this type of a screen. This is actually a printable version, and when you this will be work in Google Chrome only. So this is designed for Google Chrome browser. So when this is there, then just you can right click anywhere in the screen and click on the print option. So it will come in a print preview mode. After that you can set the margins according to your letterhead of your company, sides, bottom, top, or everything we can get. And here also some margin setups is also here. Margin, custom margin, now I selected and I set up. And header and footer also you can if you want put header, it will come here, date and page title and the URL link, everything will become. That's it. After that you can click this print button. Then the printer already shown here, some printer. If you want to change the printer, you can use this dialog box and select your desired printer and just click on print. So then it will be printed in your attached printer with this computer. That's it. Now we will cancel this one and we will go back. We will come back here. So this will again go home. This way we can make the invoice. Now here show invoice register. If we invoice register, if we put that number 12985, it will show that particular invoice, and we can anytime like this we can go and edit all this invoice. Here also one approval button is there. Once you approve this invoice, it will be approved, and after that you cannot add or that invoice number 1 2 here it can showing approved. This invoice is approved, and after that you cannot edit. If you try to delete one item, it will be show invoice number locked. Again you can go home, and once you try to same invoice 1 2 and 8 1, if you try to add a new item also, if you want to add one item like quantity 1, price, you submit, it will show invoice locked. So it will be logged. So any other person cannot be add or delete an item in that. So after that, if you want delete or edit the item after approval, you have to unapprove. For unapprove, we have to one form will become like this. Here one pin number we have to enter. This is maybe the supervisor or auditor know this pin number, then they can enter the pin. Here is the admin is the pin number, then we can unapprove this particular invoice. Invoice number is unapproved. Again we can go home and edit invoice 1 2 8. Now it is unapproved. Now we can delete the item or edit item, anything else, anything we want to do, we like to do that things, we can do it on that. So now we will go home. So this is all about the invoice register. We can add, delete and approve, unapprove everything in this invoice. Once your employee approved this invoice, maybe if employee don't know the PIN number, he cannot make any changes, and it will be permanently locked for in your server. And after any future time, you can verify this one. This much only for this invoice register. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe this channel so that you can get the notification regarding the other uploaded of the video. Thank you for watching.